Hello everyone, it's Trader Dom. It's 11:41 a.m. It's Sunday, 18th of January 2026. I hope you have a great Sunday. It's gonna be my second video in regards to my current trades and what I'm actually doing on my live accounts on FTMO and Fixify. And today I would like to specifically focus on one of the trades in which I'm in. It's what you see here on the screen. It's Australian dollar to Canadian dollar, and here you can see like a zoom from far. Um, and what is marked here, it's actually pretty obvious. Let's say um, places like prices on the charts, and the lines are the very obvious ones, the highs or the lows, and the squares, the rectangles are actually the composite profile um, from multiple days. So I will discuss in a second. Um, so the very first one, I will just scroll to the left. The very first one, the very first from the left was the trade that I actually took, and it ended with a loss. Um, so what you can see here is multiple day, like 4 day. Those 4 days are overlapping. This day is overlapping with this one, and this with this one. So I'll maybe remove this box for a second and apply, exactly how I'm matching and adding those boxes on the chart. So I start counting when I see the breakout, right? So as you can see here, we had some overlapping area, and from this overlapping area we had a breakout to the upside, and this is like a single breakout day to the upside, followed by another breakout day to the upside. But the difference between this day and, let's say, what actually was going on here is that, let's say, this day was overlapping with this one, this day with this one, and this value area was overlapping with the prior one. So when I see such, let's say, pattern, it's like mechanically saying that, um, for at least for me, in this context, in this, let's say, market understanding, that I can merge those days into what we call a composite profile. So in Sierra chart, it's quite simple to merge those days, and make it slightly bigger. So I'm simply clicking merge profile begin, and this is the last day, which was overlapping with the prior one, because as you can see, this day was a breakout day. So this is the last day, and I merge a new, let's say, new area, which I mark as a block, and um, and I pretty much just track, such occurrence. And then what we can see, we see another day, like I mentioned, it's a breakout day to the upside, followed by another breakout to the downside. So starting from this day, I'm looking, how many times, which days actually were followed with the same logic as in this block. So you can immediately see that, all of those days, so this one, this, and this are overlapping, right? Why? Simply because value area of those days is overlapping with prior days. So, and this day um, will be like a break because it's not overlapping with this area. So I start merging those days until this one, and what I can see, I can see that I have another um, another composite value area from multiple days, and what what I'm looking in this strategy is I'm looking for at least two of those blocks, at least two of those blocks. So this block has to be overlapping with this one in order to have um, a valid mother of all patterns setup. So if I have, let's say, those two blocks, I'm looking for the next breakout. So same what happened here, but so first of all I have to see like two blocks, and then I'm waiting for the breakout um, into the direction of the blocks. So as you can see, this block is lower than the first one. So if the second block, the edge of the second block is lower the first one, then I'm looking for the long signal. And specifically, I want to see a day with capitulation. So the best setups are, when people are cheating, and selling in the places where actually I want to buy. So uh, that's like the best, let's say, risk to reward setup, and like the prime, let's say, opportunity for me to put my money in the pot and try to catch something from such, let's say, pattern. And what happened here, we had a breakout, and I think I entered somewhere around this area, but with my strategy, my approach, I'm using stop loss of in points. You can it's quite simple to tell because on MT4 platform I have an indicator added, and it tells me in points um, where to move my stop loss um, based on the 7-day ATR. So everything that is going on my chart, it's pretty much based on the daily candles, and all of those profiles are as well the daily profile. So everything that is applied here is based on the daily profile, daily market view and daily market structure. The reason why I'm ignoring such, let's say, let's say single days is because statistically those are not meaningful for me, and pretty much um, statistically, it's obviously better to have, let's say, 2 days, 2 days occurrence on something rather than just single one. So it's much more statistically um, significant than something which happened, um, like a one time. So I'm not counting this day. I'm pretty much not looking into this day. It's not important for me. I just ignore this day as it never happened. So that's the logic. And here I think I was stopped, on this low, uh, and it was kind of the tough trade. I didn't re-enter this trade because I was stopped, on the very low. but it played beautifully. It's like the bread and butter for this setup. So with the targets, for me, my targets are the point of control from the lower block, so somewhere around those levels. So this is the point of control from the composite profile of this area from the overlap days. So it would be 09475, and then the would be second target, if I had this one, would be this one. So 09725. So that's like the ideal scenario. I'm as well having the runners, and runner would be most likely somewhere around, let's say slightly higher than the third one. So here or here, I don't remember, but yeah. Uh, so that's one valid idea from the past, but I would like to focus here on similar pattern which happened, to the short side. So the one that I described was to the long side, but right now I would like to focus on the very recent one, which I'm still holding. I'm still holding, and obviously hoping for the targets to be filled. We'll see. We are still, around my entry level, but the basic idea for this trade was very similar than the prior ones, and all of the previous ones, I would say. Um, but with this, let's say, difference that it's to the short side. So what happened here, very similarly with the previous ones, what I just described, we had a single breakout day to the upside, followed by a day from which we can see that the value area from those days was overlapping. So I'm merging all of those days. Okay, and then we had, from this value area, we had a breakout to the upside, and we have 2 days which are for me statistically important, and if I have 2 days, I can merge them into a block, and if those blocks are overlapping with each other, so as you can see, those those values area from the merge days are overlapping, right? So this value area from 2 days which we merge is overlapping with the prior one, right? Because it's clearly visible. Then I'm looking for um, the place where I would see a capitulation followed on the next day. And this one was, I would say, tricky, because uh, we had a breakout, like a breakout to the upside, and then so I entered here. I enter somewhere around those prices here, because for me, starting from the breakout, the prices were already unfair. Mm, and do I know where to enter? Do I have such, like a crystal ball? Do I know where to enter? No, obviously I don't. Mm, Starting from this day, this already might have been a good spot to short. But you know, those best days, like I mentioned, are during the capitulation. And here I remember that I was, waiting for new highs to be broken, and I entered somewhere around here. And what actually happened, we had another day to the upside, but my stop actually hold. I can show it as a reference. Just give me 1 second. Okay, sorry for the noise. Yes, so I entered somewhere around here on this day. Okay, I think it was probably this candle, and I was lucky, enough to still hold this trade. And I don't have this indicator here on this platform, but it's like like 50, let's say, points. So yeah, it's the 7-day ATR from the last period. And my targets are here. As you can see, it's on the runner. Okay, so we are right now on the daily chart, and those are the targets. So the first target is this point of control. The second target is the second point of control, and the third target is the low of the of um, all of this, let's say, area. Okay, so I think that's pretty much it for today. Mm, there is, another caveat which I see in this trade, and it sometimes happens that such fractal will be followed by another fractal, um, and it's obviously not, the best trade to be in, because I'm getting hit from this trade. But if you think on what is going on here, then if I merge those days, then something which happened already here is going on as well here. So you can you can think that we have same pattern which happened here, and uh, we might have another, let's say, short signal here. That is right. And it's kind of tricky. I don't have this precise yet. I have few accounts, so if I'm stopped out here, then maybe I'll try to re-enter on some of them here, because for me will be like a fractal pattern which change from the initial one. It's rare, but it happens, and nothing will change in my approach. And if it happens, then I might be re-entering here at a better spot. uh, so yeah, hopefully we won't yeah, I don't want to see something like that, but yeah, but we'll see, obviously. Yeah, cheers guys.